Workshops are becoming the most obvious and common way for organizations and institutions to enhance capacity building. Almost every day, all the major hotels in Juba host between 3 to 10 different kinds of workshops, sometimes even more. And sometimes the same people are the participants of the same kinds of workshops that have been done in by different institutions and different organizations. But in other times, participants attend the workshop not because they wanted to learn and replicate the knowledge in addressing real life challenges in South Sudan, but either because they were just invited or because of the expectation of what we call transfer refund. Does training workshops help organizations achieve sustainable impact through addressing real life challenges in South Sudan? Driven by my craving desire for social change, I decided to look for answers to this question. I could not start anywhere, but I used the privilege of the workshop in which I am a part to start doing what I love to do. It was a workshop that was organized by the UN Women in collaboration with the National Press Club South Sudan and was attended by about 30 journalists from different media houses and freelance journalists. I documented presentations, group discussions in order to understand the content that was being imparted in the journalists, and also to understand how the journalists processed that content, how they received it.
Hello, dear viewer. Welcome to Afternoon News. The time is 1 o'clock. Breaking news. Traders are protesting at custom market due to high taxation. They say that it's affecting their businesses.
My main interest was also to speak to the participants and understand their experiences. I asked if some of the participants about their own experiences, whether they have attended a training on gender sensitive reporting before or whether this was the first time. And then I also asked it about the value of these trainings when it comes to applying it in their professional work, and also if such kinds of training are really having impact in addressing real life challenges in South Sudan.
I remember I attended this kind of training 2018 while I just finished my senior 4 by then. I was practicing my career that I managed to complete now at the university level. I have my bachelor degree. This gender sensitive reporting is really great things. It has some change according to me. Since we have been the media have been lifting up the drama about gender sensitive and gender balancing studies, we have seen some changes in the government. The women are there also in the leadership, holding some positions, and even in private institutions, there is that kind of gender balance in the leadership and also in decision making. So I would really appreciate that if it continues this kind of training. I believe there will be more and more changes to come. So we need the freedom of media to collect news, make sure all the voices of the citizens are heard, and all the voices of the citizens that are in need of help or support in the nationwide up to the grassroots are heard.
When you look at the journalists, from the news that they are presenting. Currently, you realize that they have changed some of the languages that are not good. There is impact in this training because from the practical assignment that was given to us, we're able to see that most of the groups have incorporated the knowledge they have learned. However, there are some challenges, especially when it comes to gender sensitive reporting, balancing stories, bringing in the aspect of both gender, female and male. There are always challenges. Challenges in a way that in our society, sometimes the female gender tend to shy away, mostly because they find maybe sometimes restrictions from their husbands, especially the women from the husbands. So when a journalist is trying to do his work to make sure that he balances the story, it becomes very hard because once we go to the female gender, it becomes very hard. And then one of the challenges also is that the cultures, we have some cultures that don't permit the female gender to echo in their voices. So that's why when it comes to featuring the voices of women in a story, it becomes very hard because most of them are not willing.
I think this training is a kind of reminder to us that we still have to do a lot to promote gender equality. Like personally for me, before I used to do stories and I used not to mind about the, the gender in the sources. I just write my stories, and you know how we have been facing challenges with women leaders or women experts, even the vulnerable women. It is very hard for them to speak. So to us journalists, we just go with people who are ready to speak. If you're ready to talk, we go with you. And if you are ready to give us the information that we want, we go for you. Some of these women are really shy, they shy away. Some of them also fear for reason why they know much. But this training has reminded us that as a journalist, we have a lot of responsibility to play. It's not just a matter of writing the story, but it is a matter of seeing the voices in the story. The gender, has it been represented or not?
In summary, and on this particular workshop, I would say that workshops have impact. However, workshops address problems halfway. For instance, training journalists on gender sensitive reporting and not training women on media and information literacy will not make the women media friendly. They will continue to resent and refuse journalists' requests for interviews and etc. If there is anything I would call for, particularly regarding this subject, I would ask for a multidimensional approach that includes a nationwide training campaign on media and information literacy for all the women from the grassroots as well as in political and leadership positions, both the private and public sector. And also, I would also actually suggest for a training, inclusive training on media and information literacy for men, because we see that some of the challenges actually that women feel afraid of feedback. So some certain cultural and some certain cultural barriers have also contributed to this. So without handling all these dimensions at the same time, journalists will continue to struggle and may not achieve sustainable impact. Actually, their stories may not continue to be balanced because there is resentfulness from the other side. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. It is a big support to me. This channel is new, as you can see, but it has very rich objectives and very rich content. So your support through liking, sharing, and engaging will be very much helpful. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.